Virgo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates with you. Let spirit be your guide. So this is also a message of zoom out, because there's a larger picture at hand that you will have to look at to really understand the situation clearly. Okay, and then we have, let's see. Okay guys, so this is an intuitive message. So you take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. But if you need like a deeper message about specifics, like something that's really bothering you, then I do those as well. Please go to my website. The link is below in the description box, or you could just Google Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and you can book and schedule the reading that's right for you. Let's get into this message. Virgo. What message does Virgo need to hear? Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. God, what do they need to know to be able to push themselves, move in the most healthy, productive, happy direction? Now, let's start with where we started out. Let spirit be your guide. Hawk is always a messenger. Hawk is always something that says you need to look out, you need to see. There's something ahead that spirit wants you conscious of or to be aware of. So this is your lookout. This is your messenger. When you see hawk in the reading, it could even indicate that there are going to be a lot of animal totems that you start to see in real life, because there are going to be messages that are going to be sent. There needs to be a broader perspective, like the wide angle lens when it comes to your decision making now. So it really is a time to take in information that is going to be made available to you. And hopefully that's going to be coming out in this reading. And then the card that we didn't see is this, watch and wait. So yes, spirit is absolutely telling you, zoom out, make no sudden moves, but absolutely take in all the details. And when you've taken in all the details, zoom out further and take in more. There is something afoot that you have not seen yet, but it is coming to you. And it's coming to you now because it's coming out contemporary. We haven't got the past yet, and we haven't got the future. We're going to get them both. But these two cards are right now saying, Patience is difficult, of course, but it's a real virtue right now. There's something that needs your attention and your wisdom. So applying experience and intuition to what you're experiencing as well. In fact, that could be the sensation that you're experiencing, and we're going to get to the reason why. The sensation being that there's something else going on here, or there's more that I need to know. And that is true. So let's get into this. Life is speeding up. So the information is coming in this week, is what it's saying. These are some sort of communications, as in intelligence, academia. It's informative. This is Gemini energy, so it's about talking and learning. So putting two and two together as well, being able to sort of really generate momentum forward with the information that's coming in. So Virgo, you're already not I forgot what my microphone was. You're not I mean, you already do this already. It's look and read. Like, that's what it is. But this week it's especially important to do that. We also have trust the great mystery, but this is in reverse, and so is wombat, be at home. So something is making you feel out of sorts, like this is not where you belong, like there's a little bit of, at least a little bit of discomfort, almost like you need to come up for air or get the hell out of somewhere. So that may be really what's driving you to get more information and feel like something's not right here. It doesn't mean that there's horrible things happening. It just clearly, it shows to me like I need to come up for air. I'm not getting the warm and fuzzies here, or something is disrupting the flow that's very close to you, that's in your own home. So let's get to, but of course also something has kept you to stay, saying, okay, I want more information on this. Let's get the information. God, what is Gemini about to receive? What does the universe need them to know? There's something about work, or about something that you've taken your time on, or something that's taken time to arrive or get to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's also saying something is very precious. So it's almost like slow and steady wins the race. But life is speeding up here. So what is this about? This could be about a job, a role, or work you have to do, or simply information about a job you've taken on. Oh, I understand. Okay. So what God is saying is something that's moved very, very slow is about to kick into high gear. And that's maybe why there's a lot of discomfort. We have Knight of Wands after Knight of Pentacles. So something has gone very slow up until this point, and now it's like turbo, and that's the discomfort. This is like fish out of water kind of energy. It's like now everything is like hit the ground running and go, but you still feel like you need so much more information. It's also a message that says what you have gone slow on so far, what you have taken your time on. Now it's time to kick it into high gear and take the information that you have and go forward with it, even if you don't feel like the information portfolio is complete. But we're going to try to get you some more information. It could even be that the information itself, since I was asking for information, has something to do with a Knight of Pentacles or a Knight of Wands. This is earth energy and fire energy, but it's usually younger. It's usually people that are maybe up to the age of 25. Two people that rushed in, so it could have something to do with these two people coming together, or the two of these people starting to think of a future together. And so now we know a little bit more about, okay, like what's coming together, and why the hawk is suggesting we need to start thinking about our future. We need to start planning about what is to come. Not like psychic predictions, but as in tangible, realistic, real world, practical planning. So there's what this is saying now is that even though this may be a little bit uncomfortable to discuss, this is something that needs to start being discussed. And even if the zodiac signs don't match up, I mean, clearly one of them does, because you are an earth sign. Even if it's not another fire sign, there is this energy of somebody who is, you know, an action taker, somebody who's filled with vitality and usually charming. So what do you need Virgo to know, or help them know what they need to know to decide? So there's an issue between, okay, so there's an issue between the two of you, because I saw the card that's not flipped over yet. There's an issue between the two of you that has not moved forward, that has kind of remained where it is, like stuck. Seven of Pentacles is all about, well, we're going around and around in circles. I don't understand why something hasn't blossomed or bloomed. So something here hasn't bloomed or hasn't progressed, right? Maybe it is literally money, that it's not that you don't have any, but it's like you've tried to grow it, but it's somehow something's not developing. Or this is a situation between the two of you. Well, that is about to change, or what God is trying to say to you is you need to start thinking of ways to make that change, because the stagnated period has got to end. It's got to become something that starts to flow and move forward. And so your consciousness, even though you may be stuck, even though this may be awkward, there's just this sense of we need to figure it out. We need to figure out what the future is going to be, because where we have been is not going to function anymore, right? And so that's why God is trying to tell you, pick up the intel, start talking to each other or start talking to other people and take in that information, because this stagnation is done, or it's got to end, and there's got to be some movement on the other side, because the World card says it's intuitively, you already know it's time to end one chapter and begin another. And so a new chapter is opening up. Let's try to see. Let's get a moon card. This is a good time for a moon card. And then we're going to try to see where that future is taking you, or where it has the potential to take you. Virgo. Nothing will come of this situation. So the moon card is saying it too. Okay. Your hard work is paying. Okay, let's see all of them. Okay. It's time to take action. Because if you just wait on your emotions, or by the Leo full moon that we just had, or even by next full moon, it's like if you Virgo, you have to be the initiator, which may be a little bit difficult for you. I don't know. It's just up to your personality. You have to be the initiator, or nothing's going to happen. Like, you've got to say something, because it's almost like you, the slow and steady one, has got to become the action taker. And so it really is a saying of, you've watched, you've waited, nothing has happened. So now it's time. What do you want to happen? Now it's time to make your move. Now it's time to put yourself out there and just see what happens, because ultimately something has stayed stuck and it needs to be confronted. Your hard work is paying off, which means that the more effort you put into this advancement, or in this change, or in this momentum forward, the more successful it'll be, because this is current. It's saying your hard work, like all the work you've done, or the momentum that you have created up until this point. A lot of this is earth energy and fire energy. It keeps going. So there's a consciousness to it. If this was water energy, it may be more intuitive, like you don't necessarily know it consciously, but there's a pull. But this is very conscious energy, very, very aware of where you're being pushed. And so now it's time for you to actually push. We do have a piece of the future here. Be bold and make the first move. So it's almost like, in some ways, this energy right now that's kind of building inside of you is providing a sense of, you can do this. It's going to help you take momentum in the future. It's going to help you take initiative more in the future. But it's also saying what the actions that you take now are going to define the flow and the direction of your future. And so where do you want to be? Like, it's really time to just say consciously, what do I want? And I'm going to say it out loud. And that's what I'm going to ask for. That's what I'm going to work for. That's what I'm going to confront somebody about. Let's get more details. Let's get more details. Lordy. Why be bold and make the first move? Why is that coming in the future? What's the outcome that Virgo wants? Because you, like, Queen of Pentacles is somebody who cares for something, somebody who because you're going to need resources for the future. That's kind of what it's saying. It's like you have something that's very precious to you, and whether it's your dream or your family, your career, or a thing, it's something that's very significant to you. And it's almost like saying, I know that I need to be able to provide for this, or keep nurturing it, or growing it and developing it into the future. And I want to be the one that feels like I'm contributing. I don't want to feel like I want to feel in control of this situation. That's kind of what it's telling me, but not in a bad way, in a way that says, I'm wanting to take responsibility for this. I want to be a part of the actual process of this, the actual work of this. So Queen of Pentacles is certainly you guys, and it's the energy of somebody who is very traditional, somebody who is very responsible, somebody who's very respectful, and almost like maybe your mind is changing and you want to take some action. This is where it's heading. You want to take action that's more to stabilize you. You want to take action that's more to know where you're going to be. So it's almost like planning out your future now. And of course, people plan, God laughs. We all get that. We understand. But it's almost like at least you know the direction that you want to go. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have to improvise, but you're making the decision. And maybe this is new. Maybe this is something that just sort of became an interest to you, or you didn't think that you'd want this. So what? We're not supposed to be the people today that we were even yesterday, or certainly not 10 years ago. It's almost like you're starting to feel a switch in your character and your priorities. And God wants you to allow that to happen and actually take action to make it happen. Let it happen. Speak it into existence. Speak it into truth. Let somebody know that your mind has changed or something has shifted here, because there is a new momentum that you definitely are wanting to participate in. Let me see if I can get a few more details on what this Ace of Wands is, but I want to point out to you first, nothing in the frickin' past. So it's really not about what's happened here. It's almost like God's like, that it doesn't exist. It's over. Let it be over. And let yourself move on from where you are now and where you want to see yourself even in a couple of years. Ace of Wands. What is this? What is this Ace of Wands? The Moon card. It's something that you've hidden. It's something that you've kept private. And it's definitely something that by the Pisces full moon that's going to be happening. What the hell is going to be happening? End of February. We just started February. Rabbit, happy February, everybody. So we just started February, but by the end, I don't know, the end of February, beginning of Pisces season, you're gonna see some movement here. You're gonna see some movement here because it's building emotionally. But I think it'll come to the surface and you'll be ready to move on it or see some tangible signs of it actually coming into existence by that point. Could be with regards to a celebration that you want to have or celebrating. Did you see that? It went from here, everybody's happy for you, to feeling embarrassed, to in reverse. So it's almost like things are switching. This mentality of what makes you happy, like what you wanted now is starting to feel like embarrassing or like you're starting to see it as cumbersome. But your friends are going to support you. The people who care about you are going to support you either way. There's just this mentality of maybe you feel like silly because you had professed so profoundly, profuse, like, the fuck is that word? I don't know. You had professed so emphatically that you wanted it this way, and now you see that you don't want it that way. You want it a different way. And so there's still going to be support here for you. People are still going to be happy for you. It's just these are your feelings, right? These are your feelings. Let's go deeper. I'm going to see you guys over in the extended. Happy Groundhog Day.